Everybody, welcome back to the channel. So, tomorrow morning, 1 hour before the market opens, the CPI data report is about to be announced. In today's video, we're going to talk about what to expect in regards to the price action of the market. I'm also going to be showing y'all some stocks that y'all should be keeping in your watch list for tomorrow. Now, before we begin, again, do not forget to annihilate the like button on your way in, and also don't forget to click on that subscribe button if you are new to the channel. All right, so let's get started right off the bat. So today was a another day of another sell-off. I told y'all yesterday, for those of y'all who watched that video, that I was very bearish on the overall market because of how suspect this move was, especially on the SPY. Let me change this one to the 1 hour. All right, very suspect move, as you can see. It had a whipsaw at the open. It kind of like had a slightly brief green day followed by a sell-off during the day. Now, for tomorrow, all right, for tomorrow, this is the news from CNBC, as you can see right here. Consumers inflation is expected to have been even hotter in June, but it could be peaking. All right, so the expectation is actually 8.8% year over year. Yesterday, I said they might put it at 9%, but as you can see, it's 8.8%, right? Last month it was 8.6%. So we will see if there is a plot twist. All right. Yesterday I told y'all that there may be a plot twist where the the reported number could be 8.4%, maybe even 8.3%, and then the market could go crazy. But that was based off of the premise that this thing would happen. That the Nasdaq, let's go forward slash NQ, right? It was based on the premise that the Nasdaq was supposed to fall very aggressively today and drop all the way down to 11,500. Unfortunately, again, today was gonna be a choppy day. Like it didn't drop as much, especially in the morning, right? It kind of took its sweet time and then only dropped to 11,750, right? So it still has room to drop. We still have another 1.8%, I believe. Yeah, 1.75% to get to that white line. And to me, it kind of seems like there may not be a plot twist. I think that the numbers is probably gonna be like exactly 8.8, maybe 8.9, right? And then they may tank the overall market overnight by exactly negative 1.8%. And then all of the short sellers would probably want to cover, right? They'll want to cover all of their puts or their shares that they shorted right at that line before there is a potential bounce within Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. All right, so that's kind of like what I'm anticipating for the market. So yeah, that's what to expect. That's what I expect. All right, we'll see what really happens. Again, it will be announced tomorrow morning, 1 hour before the market opens. Now, let's talk about one stock that you should be keeping on your watch list. Again, we're gonna address AMD once more. AMD fell out the gates, right? I told you to watch it for a drop to potentially 69, maybe even $65 within the next few days. If we get the really terrible report tomorrow, and this thing is gonna drop below $74, and then it's gonna do exactly what it's been doing throughout the past 3 days. As you can see, like it drops really fast, right? And then it bounces, and then it does the same thing again, right? And then it bounces. So anybody who is just like who is just passively just shorting this thing, like if they're just swinging short, the way the price action is kind of like doing this choppiness on the way down, it's it's not producing as much reward to the contracts, right? like because the amount, how do I say this? How do I say this? The way to really capitalize off of this drop is through day trading. Like day trading here, then you cover, right? Then you day trade again here, and then you cover, because theta takes a massive toll on the value of the contract, especially during the slow grind upwards against the favorable direction of put options, right? So I think it's going to continue forward. I think it's going to do the same thing again. There is that trend going like that, right? It's just going to be a slow, choppy way down where we simply just drop to 72 and then bounce throughout the entire day, right? And then again, we may kind of like do a kind of slowly roll over, because I don't think the market is out of the woods just yet. I still think that big picture is still bearish, right? And that we may roll over all the way down to $65. Now, looking at the other semiconductor stocks in the market, the other one that I shared was, I shared NVIDIA. I believe it was last week. I shared NVIDIA last week because of this reason right here, right there, right? We got the head and shoulders, which is a continuation of the bearish trend, right? Bearish, then we got the left shoulder, we got the head, then we got the right shoulder, and then we got the retest of that. It failed, right? It kind of got deep in that zone, and then over the weekend there was the gap down, and now it's still down. So I think that as this one falls, AMD would also follow. Again, stocks in the same sector within a sector, because this is semiconductors, right? There's semiconductors, and then there's Nasdaq stock in general. They're all tech stocks, but this one, the pattern, the structure on this on the video is a lot cleaner, very very simple. And if this plays out the way it's supposed to play out, the way it has played out in the past, right? We should see a drop below 140, either in the beginning of next week or maybe by the end of next week. All right, but it's gonna be really really slow. That's what I think is going to happen. Now the next one that we're going to talk about in today's video, we're going to address AMC. Actually, let's look at AMC because somebody asked about it. As y'all can see, this is the structure on AMC. Hopefully that's what you got to the person who is asking about it. Now, where is this thing going to go? It had a tremendous move, yes. And it also announced some news about record attendance. I think it was because of the new Marvel movie that came out, I think, right? So the reaction to that news is obviously positive for now. Tomorrow, again, if there's a massive gap down, this thing is going to drop all the way down to $14.80, and then it might just chop sideways. All right, so that's what I'm seeing. I don't really. This is not like my favorite structure to trade. Again, looking at the overall market conditions and the way this thing is just chopping like that, not my favorite. So it may perform really really well. Like the highest I see this thing going is way up here, above $18. The highest I've seen it. The highest I can see this thing going. Will it get there? I kind of doubt it. I really do. I think this is it. I think this level of resistance right here is just gonna hold for a while, and then this structure is gonna look very ugly as it just chops down and just stays here for a while, right? So that's my thoughts on it. If you disagree with it, put it in the comment section. I would love to hear what y'all think with the direction of AMC. I think this is it right here. Now, the last one that I want to talk to y'all about, we're gonna do an update on JD. All right, and JD is not looking too great. It looks like it breached below that previous level of support right here at $60, and then today it got rejected, and then tomorrow the report is gonna be bad. Therefore, I could expect this thing to go down to $58 and then drop even further to $56, I think. Yeah, this is what I'm seeing with JD. I think that might happen. A drop to $56 would make sense with the way the charts is moving. All right, so that is pretty much my very honest opinion on all of these stocks, and that is the end of the video. Again, do not forget to annihilate the like button for the YouTube algorithm. As always, helps the channel a lot and allows more people to get this knowledge as well. Also, if you are new to the channel and you haven't done so already, definitely click on subscribe and click on the notification bell along with all notifications. That way you don't miss out on future uploads. If you'd like to be part of a private Discord community, you can find that as the first link in the description of the video below. If you haven't added me on social media yet, you can find me at Paul Guma and at PATTERNOLOGY LAB on Instagram and on Twitter. And lastly, if all of this is new to you, if you're interested in getting started in the stock market, there are some basic step-by-step directions in the description of the video below. Step 1 to step 3. It only takes about 15 minutes or less for you to get set up with all the tools you need to start trading immediately. You can also get some free stocks to sign up with Webull using the third link in the description of the video below. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Paul Guma with PATTERNOLOGY LAB, where we trade patterns and patterns only. And I will see all of you in the next video.